Not many windbreaks.
People from outside the area do tend to feel the wind. Although she responded automatically, Diane's mind was churning. What the hell had Gareth been doing in a helicopter?
And it was a special dinner you were cooking, was it?
Silver wedding anniversary. He glanced back over his shoulder.
Never. You don't look old enough.
She flushed. I married young. Her heart was drumming with apprehension. Gareth might not be a husband sent by angels to make her life heaven on earth, but he was her husband. This morning he'd given her a card. To my wife on our silver wedding anniversary. He'd known that she was cooking a celebration dinner. Lamb steaks with herb butter, new potatoes, broccoli, and baby carrots from the garden. He'd smiled and dropped a rare kiss on her cheek.
I'll be home on time.
Instead, he'd been in a helicopter crash. How badly did you have to be hurt for the hospital to send the police to inform the next of kin? In the next 30 minutes of the journey to Peterborough, the dread that grew the answer was very badly. The car turned off Thorpe Road and parked between A&E and outpatients by an ambulance with East Anglian NHS Trust on the side in dark green.
Here we are, Mrs. Jenner.
Floating through the automatic doors on a cloud of unreality, she found herself the baton passed efficiently from the policeman in the car to a PC Stone who was exactly what the public expected of a copper. A big, stolid man with buzz-cut hair and a mission to keep her calm. Positively oozing positivity, he must have been top of his police class in reassuring silently freaked women in their best clothes and the wrong shoes.
I'm assured that your husband isn't in any danger, Mrs. Jenner, and is in good hands. I'll tell you what I know so far.
A&E was busy, but he found her a blue vinyl chair in the waiting area. Her legs wobbled and she dropped down onto it, wiping a prickle of sweat from her top lip. He fetched a cup of water and she sipped while he repeated everything the first two policemen had said in his deeply reassuring policeman's voice, and she made herself listen and nod. It was real. It was happening. Presently he rose.
I have to go back behind the scenes to see what I can find out. Will you be all right here?
Yes, thanks.
Should I contact someone? You might like to have a relative with you?
Bryony. But her daughter was far away in Brazil, working in an orphanage full of beautiful, black-eyed waifs who had almost nothing, but considered themselves lucky not to have to scavenge on the street, according to her letters. Bryony would have to be told, but not yet. So far away from home, it would be cruel to frighten her until Diane had concrete information. Bryony's childhood of illness and narrow squeaks made Diane shield her automatically. Also, Bryony and Gareth's relationship had been what Bryony declared shitty before she had left, so Diane wanted to know exactly what shape Gareth was in before she prodded that sleeping tiger.
The Norths are over there if you don't want to wait alone. Constable Stone gestured over his shoulder.
Diane didn't understand what he meant by Norths, but knew that to wait alone was exactly what she did want. The hospital procedure was familiar from all the times they'd brought Bryony here in the throes of an asthma attack, clutching her inhaler, white-faced, eyes frightened. The staff worked their way down to you, and you just had to wait. I can call my brother if I find I need anyone. She tried to imagine Freddie abandoning his big, comfortable house in leafy Orton Longville to sit beside her on these crowded seats. He would in a heartbeat, of course, if she asked him. But it had probably been a long time since he entered an NHS hospital. Much more likely companions were Ivan and Melvin, who would willingly charge in to keep vigil for their big brother. They'd take over. They'd tell her not to worry, sit either side of her and be grim and demand to see every doctor in the place. No, she'd wait alone, listening to the vending machine's satisfied gurgles as a steady procession of people fed its coin slot.